Hey guys, today I'm doing another review and unboxing on another mouse. This particular one is another Logitech mouse. It's the Logitech Master 3, part of the MX range. So the one I've got here today is from the Business Edition range. I went with this one over the standard one, purely just because it was cheaper. At the time when I got it, it was £91, which I know is very expensive for a mouse, but it worked out about £10 cheaper than the standard one. And as far as I know, the only difference between the two mouses is that the business one just comes in this basic standard brown packaging, whereas the standard one I think just comes in a better looking packaging. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure the mouses are both exactly the same. So when you go to get whatever one you see is cheaper, just get that one. Now the mouse does come in two colours. As you can see, the one I've got here, I've got in the graphite grey, but it does also come in the mid grey as well. Now I went with this particular mouse for a few reasons. You can connect it up to 3 different devices at once. So you see on the back here, I haven't pulled off the back label yet, but on here it can show you there's a little button under here that you can have 3 different ones or 3 different computers that you can just toggle through. So I thought that was quite good. So this is going to work well, say you're switching between a desktop, a laptop, or even a couple of desktops or whatever. So literally just by the click of the button, the mouse is just going to connect to the different computers you've got it paired up with. And the other thing I really like about it is the side scroll wheel, which is this one here. So with that, you can just scroll on that, and I'm going to particularly use that for when I'm doing my video edits for this one, for example. When I edit this, I'm going to start using that, so I can just use that to scroll backwards and forwards through the timeline, which I think that's going to be quite handy. And the other thing is that it has a load of different app profiles. And so what I mean by that is on the software that you download for the mouse, say for example one of the profiles you set up was for say Photoshop, you can say you set it so that the scroll wheel will change the brush size. There's a load of different pre-apps pre-installed for it, for all sorts of different programs. So you've got the Photoshop there, Microsoft Office, Final Cut Pro. There's a list of them, so I would recommend just getting the software installed and having a browse through and just see the different capabilities that this thing can actually do. I would definitely recommend getting the software installed, check out the different profiles that are available, because I'm sure that once you get your head around it and set up some of them profiles, it will increase your workflow, which is the bonus of having this sort of mouse. Another thing that's good with the mouse is that they've added the new USB-C, which with that means that you can now use the quick charge feature. So the quick charge they've put into this, with just a single minute of charge, can get you 3 hours worth of battery life on that, on just a minute. And if you get a full charge, Logitech say that you'll get about 70 days worth of use. 70 days. What I like as well on the mouse is that they've, well, from the older one of these, they've moved the back buttons here, or the forward and back buttons, they've now put there, which I think is pretty good. They've slightly changed the shape of it. They've said for more for sort of ergonomics, hand comfort, so it's a bit more square. They've also got a little battery LED indicator just on the side there. Now it's not lit up at the moment because I haven't connected it yet. And there also is a little button here on the side that I've only just found out I didn't know they had. But there, that clicks. When your thumb's on it, you can just click it down there, and you can also customise that button to do other things as well. So I'm going to set it up to my Mac now. I'm going to connect it up with the Bluetooth on it, not the dongle, and the dongle I'm going to connect into the desktop computer, and then we'll use them that way. So I'll see how well it toggles between using the button to control each machine. So if we go into the Bluetooth, we'll flick the switch up to on. There's a little light blinking there, just for 1. So we'll pair it to device 1, which is going to be the Mac. So if we go down to here, there we go, MX Master, connect, connected. Right, and it works. Skip that, we're not using the keyboard. There we go, straight away it's on. Feels pretty good moving around. Sensitivity is nice. Scroll works. Now I'm going to download the software for the mouse now, and we'll see how customisable it really is. So we'll download the software for Mac straight from the Logitech site. So just installing that now. Install Logitech options. No, we won't share anything. Okay, software's on, mouse is connected. We've just loaded it up here. And welcome to the MX Master 3. Continue. Mag speed scroll wheel. I'll show you a bit more about the scroll wheel in a second, because they've done something very clever with magnets, which is pretty good. I'll show you in a minute. So that's telling you about that. The mode shift button, again that's all part of the scroll wheel, which I'll show you. This is the little gesture button at the side I was on about just now, which I didn't know was there. And as you can see on the side there, it's showing you some of the things you can use it for, which I really like. The thumb wheel scroll there, which was something that, as I said already, that I really like, which was one of the reasons why I bought the mouse. App specific settings, and that's some of the things you can use, which are saying where the apps where you can customise to make the mouse work differently with certain things. Now for every app you literally customise it to do what you want, certain buttons, certain scrolls, how you want them to function within the app itself. These are some of the pre-loaded settings within the apps that it can do. So you've got Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, Adobe Photoshop, different office programs. As you can see, they all function differently. Even Safari can get it to do things. Google Chrome, which will work exactly the same as Safari. So it's very good. Right, we'll continue, we'll get that installed. So here it's saying some of the things I've got already installed on the Mac, which is going to preload the app settings already for me. Now I can change that later if I want, but at the moment I'm just going to install it with that set up. So we'll just start installing them profiles. You're all set. And there we go. It's on. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the desktop. I'm going to connect the little Bluetooth dongle, and then I'll see how well it alternates between different machines. I've just turned on the desktop in the background here, plugged the dongle in, and straight away it's popped up Logitech Options software with a picture of the mouse I've got as well. So it knows that there's something going on. So I'm going to install that now, and then we'll see how well the mouse toggles between the two devices. That's something I didn't know. With that one receiver, you can pair up to 6 different compatible wireless mouses. I didn't know how to do that, that's pretty good. All finished, mouse is now being controlled on the Windows desktop. I'm going to press that button on, and I put it back onto profile 1. And yep, straight away, that's on the Mac. And that works. Moving windows around on the Mac, working perfectly. Close that off, back to 2, and yep, back on the Windows. That's amazing. I like that. Good job, Logitech. Okay, going back to the scroll wheel earlier, they said that they've now added a magnetic scroll wheel. The scroll wheel is basically, they've done it magnetic, they're saying, to make it a more seamless, smooth scroll. Now you might think, it's just a scroll wheel, what does it matter? But after you try this, then you'll realise. So at the moment this is set as the notched click, so where the mouse wheel kind of jolts as it turns. So listen to how quiet this is. Now I don't even know if you can hear that, but if I now compare that to, say for example, my G502 mouse, listen to that notch. So you can clearly hear that that's very loud. The two, I can't even hear that. That one, they're very loud. Now for the fast scroll, you just press the button on the top, and then what that then does is it turns the magnets off. So now listen. That mouse wheel is spinning. Now I don't know if you can really see it spin there, but that is spinning. Now this mouse also has a fast spin mode. At the moment it's on the notched. This isn't magnetics, this is like a standard mechanical one. But in fact you can turn that off so it can go freely, and then listen to this one. Spinning away, but it's a lot noisier. It's the silly things, but I like that. I think they should add that little magnet mechanism in all their new mouses. I think it's brilliant. It feels nice. I rate it. Comfort wise, I do really like it. It feels a bit different to my other mouse. This mouse is quite a flat grip. With this one, you kind of slanted a bit. You're kind of on the side. But it still works. It does still feel very nice when down on a mouse mat. Logitech do spend a lot of time on sort of changing their ergonomics of a mouse to get them right. There's been a few generations before this one, so they've had time to practice on the other two and find out from other people what they felt worked, didn't work, what they liked, didn't like. And yeah, I think the way they've changed from the other ones to this is definitely gone the right way. But I guess this being the newer mouse, you would expect it to be better than the others. But remember, this isn't a gaming mouse, so if you're looking to get a gaming mouse, this definitely ain't the one to get. The sensors in these are nowhere near as good as something you'll get in like the mouse I've got here, the G502 wireless gaming. If you're a gamer, definitely you want something like this. If you want a mouse for sort of working on, having a better workflow, then this is the sort of mouse you want. Now for gaming it wouldn't be good because the sensors and the DPIs are nowhere near as good or as quick, as sharp as you'll get on the gaming one. Well, if you've been thinking about getting this mouse and been a bit unsure, I hope this video has helped you make up your mind. Personally, I'm well happy with that purchase. I really like it. Definitely up there, one of my top purchases this year. I'm going to be using this all the time now on my Mac, especially doing all the video editing. I'm hoping this will speed up the time a lot, because at the moment I've just been using the trackpad. And yeah, it's nowhere near as comfortable as this. Now if you've already got one of these mouses and you've had a little mess around with the apps and the certain profiles and things like that, let us know in the comments below what you've done to it and if you've changed anything in there. Or if you are thinking of getting one and you've got any questions about the mouse that I haven't answered, let us know in the comments below and I promise you I will get back to you. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you like this style of video that I do have videos like this weekly. So just make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell, and then you'll be notified when my next one goes live. If you do that, I'll see you in my next one.